Hello? Hello? Ah, here you are. Welcome to ChopChopChef. Ladies and gentlemen, today I invited another guest chef, and a very good colleague of mine. And let's go and find him. Hello? Here he is.
Hello.
Here he is. Here's my good old friend Russell. Right? Russell, I thought today, who better I can invite, better than you, to give me some British what comfort
Culinary
food.
skill.
Culinary skill, he calls it. I mean, I'm talking about more about comfort food. What are you doing normally on a Sunday for a roast?
It's a filler. It's a filler, and it's called Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yep, my grandmother and my mother have taught me how to make it over the years, and today I share the knowledge with young Ewald.
Oh, and you guys, isn't it fantastic?
And you guys.
But I mean, I think down here we can't do it, right?
No, it's a bit cold.
Yeah, so we have to go back in the kitchen?
Yeah, let's go to the kitchen and get cracking.
Let's go. Get cracking. Yeah, let's go.
We'll start cracking the eggs.
Okay, Russell, you said everybody, you are the expert in Yorkshire pudding, so what ingredients you need?
Well, first of all, welcome everybody. My young apprentice here, Ewald, has been chefing for 40 years. And he needs someone like me to come here and explain and show him how to make a Yorkshire pudding. Ewald, my new apprentice, can you please take
chef.
the preheated pan out of the oven, please? And we'll put some oil in it because we need to get the oil nice and hot.
Coming up, chef. Coming up,
Schnell.
Good. Okay, so we have a nice mold, and now we put a nice decent amount of oil in it. So this one gets really smoky hot.
Yep.
Right.
And also it also helps it from stopping it from sticking in the pan as well.
Yeah. All right. Now ingredients.
Ingredients,
so
please.
You're doing the dough, right? Because I'm your apprentice because I'm not certified to do that.
Okay. Is this a left-handed whisk or a right-handed whisk?
Right, chef.
Oh, thank goodness for that, because I am right-handed. Okay.
Milk?
Can you, yes, please. Can you please put the milk in there? There's 250 ml of milk.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll chuck it all in there because you can control the consistency with the amount of flour that you put in. 4 eggs.
4 eggs.
No shells. We're not making a crunchy Yorkshire pudding today.
Are you just talking or are you whisking as well?
Can you do more than one at a time, please? Speed is of the essence. Good job he's not on an hourly rate. Mind you, at $4 an hour, where do you get 2 qualified chefs working in the same kitchen? It's when the ingredients cost more than the labour.
Okay, chef. So the eggs are all good, they're fresh from the hen, all good.
Okay.
So now what's next?
I'm going to put a little bit of salt in it first. There, just like that.
Give it a little bit of oomph there, a little bit of seasoning.
Maybe we put a little bit of pepper in it too.
Pepper as well, chef? Okay,
Yes.
1 moment, coming.
Okay.
How was the pepper?
Over there.
Oh, sorry.
And that's it. Lovely.
Good.
Okay, we'll put that one over there. And not yet, chef. I've got to make this nice and aerated. You've got to aerate it first. I've got RSI. I'm going to have to take a break now. I like to use the electric one because it does get more aeration in it. In a figure 8.
Ah, chef, aerated. Aerated, then you need a special whisk.
Oh,
but I mean, you can use this one.
no, well, let's try the special as well, because I want to do the left-handed special whisk. Okay, fire away.
Flour?
Yeah.
And the flour, chef, I sieved before.
Beautiful.
Yeah, all good.
The speed I'm whipping here, we won't need to worry if there's any lumps in it because I'm like a machine.
We'll find that one out later.
Okay.
A little bit
now,
more.
because we have an ambidextrous whisk, I can swap hands and do left-handed. See?
You're so talented.
Oh, look, I tell you, I'm an all-rounder.
Yeah, very
You can
good.
call me Bob Jane if you like.
Yeah. So, do you need more flour, chef?
Yes, please. Yeah,
a little bit more, I think,
in it.
yeah. Okay.
All right, seeing as I'm in charge today, I'm going to hand over to my apprentice to whisk this for the next 45 minutes. Can you please take over?
Okay, now obviously, this one here we want to make sure, like you said, Russell, definitely no lumps, right?
No lumps.
And now we keep this one more or less, we just let it settle a little bit, right, for 20 minutes.
Yes.
And then by then our mold is very smoky hot with the oil, right?
Correct.
But yeah.
I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in the mixture as well, only because it'll help it
Your
not
grandma
stick.
told you, right?
My grandma said that.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when you cook pasta, you put oil on top of the water to stop from sticking.
The good thing is, you know, I mean, that is all the little secrets nobody tells anybody, but you do, for my viewers.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. So beautiful, yeah. No lumps, chef. Yeah, all good. Yeah, you happy with my whisking?
Yep.
Very good. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we put it we let it rest for a little while, and then by then the mold is ready, and off we go.
All right. This has been in the fridge for 20 minutes. I'm just going to re-aerate it again. Obviously, the more aeration you're getting it, the better. Helps it rise. So we get it nice and aerated. Okay. Put that whisk down there. We'll tip it into this lovely bowl here that Ewald has got there for me. Don't waste any, it's all goodness. Thank you. Young Ewald, can you please take the...
Yes, chef, yeah, the mold, do you want?
the pan out the oven, that'll be terrific. Thank you.
Oh, the smoking.
Yeah. Need a little bit of smoke means that it's nice and hot, and then what'll happen, it'll just... as it goes back in.
So this oil has at least 200 degrees.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Here, bubble and sizzle away there.
Okay.
Not too much because you want a lot of rise on it. If you have a bit left over.
Begin.
Yeah, give it a shaky.
Yeah.
Give it a shaky. Beautiful.
Okay.
I let Ewald do all the dangerous stuff.
Okay.
He's insured and I'm not.
All right. So now this one is in the oven 200 degrees for roughly 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We have a look, right?
Yeah, 15-20 minutes.
15-20 minutes. So till it should come up now nicely and golden brown kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we have time for coffee, or?
Yeah, let's have a coffee. Nice one.
Let's go.
20 minutes later, and my faithful apprentice here, Ewald, will now pull the Yorkshire pudding out of the oven. If you can just put it on here, please.
Yes, chef. Coming. Oh. Oh, this looks good.
It looks good.
Oh, this looks. Oh, you're not allowed to say these words, right?
No.
This looks very good. I may put it here.
Okay, let's have a quick look at that now. As you can see, the tray's hot, but us chefs, we've got asbestos fingers. We can hold anything. So you can see it's come up lovely.
Very nice.
I should have been a drummer, but that's it.
Oh, chef. Oh my God.
And look at that. You take that one there.
Yeah.
Lovely. And as you can see, the perfect Yorkshire pudding. The little bit of soft bits here, we used to fight over that as children because that's really nice with mashed potato and gravy on it. So let's put this on the plates here.
Yeah, because chef, you know the camera, because it's brown and brown, you know.
Oh.
So now the real picture comes out.
There you go. And
I know something as well, chef.
There you go. Yorkshire pudding, passed down from generation to generation from my grandma, and nice and
Russell,
crispy.
Honestly, thank you so much for sharing your grandma's recipe with us.
All right.
And hopefully I can invite you one more time.